Let me mute myself then.
All right, all right, all right. We're just gonna wait for everybody to start trickling in here. Got a lot to talk about. Let me just inform the server. What up, what up, what up? It's gonna get everybody in here, man. How's everybody doing? How's everyone doing, man?
Shit.
Like I said, man, a lot's been going on. Just gotta update everybody about some things. Wait till a little bit more people join. Then we're gonna get right into it. Yo, yo, yo. All right. Got 5 people watching, but obviously people could go back. People could like just see what, was said. But all right, y'all. So I want to just say first things first. I want to appreciate everybody who's been rocking with us since day one, 2 years ago, starting this pod. Whether you were part of episode 1, whether you joined at episode 35, whether you just started watching us last episode or episode 100. Appreciate everybody in this community. Y'all are awesome, man. Without y'all, this community is not what it is. Y'all tuning in every Tuesday, watching us talk wrestling, joke around, the good times, all that good stuff. Well, with the good times, there's some bad times, and there's some bumps in the road. And in recent times, we've had some bumps in the road. All right, y'all. So I'm just gonna start off with what happened last month. So there was 2 incidents that happened, which kind of affected the pod in a way. I'm gonna break it down briefly. I'm not gonna get into any details, any personal matters. I'm just gonna break it down in the most general way. So as you could tell, we've been a little bit lackluster when it comes to people being on the pod. Some people have been missing in recent times. So the first person that's been gone has been Yael. So about last month, there was an incident that broke the straw that broke the camel's back, and he will no longer be associated with Astroworld or anything associated with the brand. Kind of made an announcement about that on one of the episodes on the pod a couple of weeks ago. But for those who've been living under a rock, for those who didn't really get the memo or didn't really see or understand that, what I was saying, that the individual Yael is no longer associated with us. It's unfortunate, but in order for us to improve the community, in order for us to keep the positivity, in order for us to keep moving forward, things had to be done. And getting rid of him was a tough but crucial decision. So that's the first thing. Second incident, unfortunately, just happened this past weekend. Deontay will no longer be associated with anything with the Astroworld brand, the server, the pod, whatever the case may be, no longer associated with us. I'm not going to get into any details about what happened, but I will just say what he did were some things that were against our beliefs, our morals, that were unexcusable, and we cannot have that whatsoever within our community or anything associated with the brand. It's our main thing in this community to protect the peace, to protect people, safety, to do what's right, the morals, the whole 9 yards. That's a main belief of ours. And what he was portraying, not good whatsoever. Not good whatsoever. No longer associated with us. We are going to keep moving forward and everything. But with that being said, with all this stuff going on within the last month and a half, we all ultimately decided for the next couple of weeks, we are going to be taking a little bit of a hiatus from doing the pod. Just been a lot of things going on, like I said, with those two individuals, the whole situations with them. Just a lot of stress, just a lot of emotions going on. Everybody not in the right headspace. We're deciding to take a little bit of a break, regroup, recollect, work on some things just to improve the community, improve the pod, and just get back to where we were originally. It's tough. Like I said, I enjoy doing the pod, man. Like y'all know us. We've been on a go for all of 2025. We haven't even missed an episode. We haven't canceled anything. We literally been live every Tuesday, 7 p.m., 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking wrestling with y'all, having good times, the whole 9 yards. But it's time for a little bit of a break. Just a little mini break. We are definitely going to be back beginning of March. 100% going to be back at the beginning of March. But I feel like it's just best in everybody's interest that we're going to take a little break just so we can recollect, regroup, get our minds right, improve some things, just get back to how we were before. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm going to let everybody else on here, say their piece. And there's that. So I'm going to start out with TJ, and then we're going to move on, so forth.
Sub community, I hate doing things like this. I was just telling Aunt Uri, I can't believe we're in a situation to where we have to make lives like this and actually have to take a break, which stops the flow of content. But I love that we all are self-aware enough to understand we do need to take a step back and regroup. It's unfortunate because I genuinely had love for both of those people that was a part of the pod, and I will say it won't be the same without them. They was one of the OGs. They was here for a hot minute. So it's genuinely going to be weird not having their energy here, but they did what they did, and that's the end of that. Life goes on. It's all things lead to a better purpose, and this is for our better purpose, to make the Answer World server community content as great and positive as it possibly can be. If that means those two people had to go, those two people had to go. Nah. Hey, it sucks because unfortunately this is the last time y'all go see me. Y'all won't be seeing me in March unless I pop in randomly. My schedule switching for work, so it's back to the 4 weeks not being on stream. So I hate that this was the last time y'all will see me, but y'all see me again in, what is it? April's the next, is after March. Yeah, y'all gonna see me towards the end of March, start in April. So, hey, all things gonna go accordingly. We're good. We're good. Just a look. We just got to take a step back to calm ourselves down towards the end of the February to prepare for the March Madness. So that's all it is, y'all. Things just went the way they did so we can come back stronger than ever. So we appreciate y'all rocking with us.
All right, Drew, got anything to say, brother?
Just a couple things. So obviously this is a very big loss for us. I mean, obviously these are staples of the community. These are staples of the podcast. They've been very regularly involved with the community, but unfortunately, with the circumstance from both individuals from two different incidents, that decision had to be made. It's not coming from a personal decision. It comes from what's best for not only for ourselves, that's part of this podcast, day in and day out, more like weekly, but more so for the community, just for the protection for not only from ourselves, but also who are regularly involved with watching these podcasts, who are regularly on the Discord, who not only are associated with the Answer World brand, but content creators like Lee, Josiah and Lewis. I mean, they also try to make their best to build the best of their brands as they possibly can. They like to keep it as professional as they can as well, and they have the same beliefs as we do. So unfortunately, when it came to this situation, both individuals had to go, and definitely their presence and their what they brought to the table it's just, you know, the presence will, you know, unfortunately is going to be hard to fill, but we move forward. We proceed to just keep on going. You know what I mean? So we have great intentions of what to do for the future of this podcast. We're always grinding. We're always got great ideas. So, you know, but like as fortunate as it was the right decision. It was the best decision for the brand and anyone that's associated with the Answer World, for the Answer World brand. And one more thing too, might as well get this out of the way. I wish both individuals the best, and learn from their mistakes and be a better person upon themselves.
All right. Axe, brother, it's on you now.
See, this is. Can y'all hear me? Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Yeah.
6, 7, 8.
Yep.
Dun, 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 dun. You know, that's why we have many different faces of the podcast, because, you know, you see different sides. Me personally, I wish them nothing but the worst. I'm sorry. The first individual was spoken to many amounts of times, giving many chances and everything like that. And to hurt the podcast in the way that he tried to do with the comments that he did make, again, after being spoken to numerous amounts of times, putting Ant in a weird situation, I could care less. The second individual, I'm a father. And that's all I'm going to say on that. So I don't wish you the best. I don't give a fuck. You, again, put my brother in a weird fucking situation. It's getting annoying. I hope there's not a third, because then there will be a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Because this is Ant's stream. At the end of the day, I am a guest here. I am a part of it, but this is his baby. This is his thing. So I've been laying low, but I pray nothing like this happens again, you know, because it's not necessary. People claim this as a safe space, but things like that are not allowed in these spaces. Mm-hmm. They're really not. And
nope.
I'm just, again, I wish I could say more, but out of respect for Ant and his decisions of not wanting to speak on it so much, I will not. But again, we need this break. It sucks. I already took a break and then let my baby go to rest because things didn't work out over there. Brought stuff to Ant, and now another. But it is what it is. I feel like we do need it. Like Ant said, you guys have been going every Tuesday,
Yeah.
brothers. There was never a stop. Like,
And what's funny
For
is
the whole year.
I probably would have been right there with y'all if I didn't have my work schedule. I would be right there with y'all, probably feeling that same burnout.
exactly.
And going back to what you were saying, X, about the wish them the worst, but like obviously like it is really fucked up what they've been doing to Ant's brand, because it affects him in the end of the day, and you know it's not right for him what they did to him.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
just me, just you guys, the whole community in general. The actions that they did, not respectable whatsoever. Evil, just not welcome. Not welcome whatsoever.
Not
So
welcome.
I have to
That's-
agree with Max on that.
Very much
About the worst. Just want to make that clear out
But-
there.
That's really it. I know Smooth is next. You know, Supreme. You know, so
Yeah, Smooth Supreme, on you, brother.
So I'm not one that usually talks about stuff like this, but yeah, this is something that we've been talking about, like pretty much change for the better. And those two individuals just pretty much they didn't respect the community, and they were being unprofessional. So their loss, and hopefully they learn from their mistakes. I mean, it sucks because they did play a huge part of this channel, but what they did was unforgivable, and there's no going back, really. So I wish them nothing but the worst or the best or whatever. But
Future endeavors. Future
best of luck to your
endeavors.
future. Exactly. Thank you, Drew. Best of luck to your future endeavors, I guess. That's all I have to say.
Future endeavor.
And yeah, no, as crazy as it is, but it's the truth. You know what I mean? Like, we don't wish them the best. I know, like, Exodus said, like, hey, I wish you the worst, but like, you know,
Yeah.
So hey,
their involvement and their partnership with the Antioch community is over, and they move on, and we move on from them.
100%. Before we get off here, man, because I didn't really want to be on here for too long, be yapping and everything. Just wanted to, briefly update everybody what's going on, keep them in the loop. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna be taking the rest of February off. We will be back in March. We got some things cooking up for March. Once again, for everyone, gonna be moving forward. We are definitely gonna be making some changes to try to improve the community, to try to prevent stuff like this from happening again. Just to, get back to where we were, get back to the place that we were at the top, killing it every Tuesday, whether it was in the server, whether it was on the pod. Just get back to that safe space, the whole 9 yards. But yeah, got nothing else to say. Anybody else got anything, last minute things to say?
No, I don't.
Salute. That's all I have to say. Salute.
Clearly.
all I know is things gonna get better because it's Astro World, pussy.
We'll see y'all in a couple
Fuck
of weeks.
wrong with them.